Going for a drive down to Glenbrook, Jellybean Creek. That's the railway line. Hello, you're looking at yourself. Day I come down here with a pass, they're shut. Can't win, can ya? I give me a fella for free pass and the day I get here they're shut. Hey? It's Mr. Hominoid's luck.
Better music and more of all day long, for sure, hands down.
WSFM. Love 'em.
Where's the pool, you say? Down there. Way down there. Let's go down and have a look. Now I'll tell you a funny story. When I had my very first leg surgery, a guy walked me down here all the way up there from the top car park. I was 163 kilos. He never thought I had no leg muscles to get back up the hill. It took me 3 hours to get up here. And I was screaming in agony. But you want to know something? It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Because it made those muscles that never got used in 10 years to start walking. And it was pushing me uphill 123 kilos all the way up this road. Sorry, 163 kilos. What's that in pounds? I don't know. About 330. How big was a hominoid video was it there? Now this is just to get to the car park to go down to Jellybean Creek. Now we're going to cheat. Now, overflow car park. Do you think that's appropriately named? Have a look. Overflow car park. It's Jellybean Creek. This is where everybody comes down here to go for a swim in the high heat. So it's made out of wood. Now this is also Glenbrook, which is the same one. If you type in on your YouTube on the question mark, BIGFOOTpt1.yowie. This is Glenbrook. And you'll see a yowie in the background. Yes, a real live yowie, Bigfoot. It was filmed down here. Where exactly, I don't know. Yeah, we're still just going down to the one car park and then we're going to come back up again. Yeah. And then you go back out, and then we go back up. And Jellybean Creek is right down there. Now that is a valley. Probably can't tell. That big gum tree over there, that's on the other side of the gully. Not the brown one, the one behind it. The double fork. And you walk way down there. Anyway, I'm going to turn in, I'll come back up the top. Right, now let's go back up again. Whoa, back up the mountain. Man, what is it with me driving up and down mountains? Okay, we're leaving the little car park way down the bottom. This is how far, after leaving the creek, I had to walk up here with my two crippled legs. Man, I could have killed him. 3 hours it took me to get up here. Do you think anybody would give me a lift? No way. I didn't think people could be so heartless. 2010. Look at the size of this. Look. That's sitting level. And I've never been up this road since. So this is how far, all the way right up there to the Rangers post. This is how far I had to walk. Oh mate, didn't I scream. The guy took me down there, he's now living up in Queensland. At first he thought it was funny, but then when he realised he had to come and look after me for 4 days in bed and buddy helped me go get food and Christ knows what, he wasn't laughing after that. But then again, I always looked after him too. He had mental disabilities. He was 26, so older and wiser. Live and forgive, but don't forget. See, that's where we come up, Jellybean. Now we're going to go down to Jellybean Creek itself. Down another road. That's why people get confused. See, the gates are locked at 7 p.m. So people, we've got 3.5 hours. Do you think we can make it? Look at the rock face. I wonder where this yowie was. Now I know the rock face was on the right. The guy studied a bent, broken over twig. How are you? So there's another big car park over there. I don't know what he's doing. There's a guy sitting up there in the car. Actually, I think they're homeless, or they just want to come down here and get away from people. Yeah, look, I'm going to stop. Hang on, back up a bit. I'll do it this way. I should get out of the car and do this, but I can't. I was a cab driver 17 years, so I can swing the car around. You want to see what a drop this is? Look, there's the guardrail. Look. That's a cliff. I'll get out of the car. There you go. Look, it's a cliff. There's Jellybean Creek, way down there. Turn the motor off. Have a listen. I'll lean up against the pole so don't wobble. Creek's down there in those rocks. Can you hear it? Way down there, look. Imagine driving over there, right? This guardrail wasn't here. That's straight down. I mean, it's that angle. My hand, it's that angle. I'm sitting there like that, and it's like that. A guy in the car, he's sitting just there. You just see his roof rack. That's where we started, way up there. It's going to rain, so it's beautiful and peaceful. As soon as the hot weather comes up, everybody wants to come up here. And look, we've got a reflection mirror. It's a mirror made out of stainless steel. They used to put glass in them, but guess what used to happen? Yeah, you bet. Whee! Let's go, people! Hope you enjoyed my little videos and my little running commentary. Whee! We're gonna run out of road! Oh! 6 metres above flood level. 4 metres. Here we are, Jellybean Creek. We're here. We made it. We're going to go in there for a quick swim. Well, that's where he's just come down. The guy with the car, he's way up there. This is Jellybean Creek. See? Coarse, gravelly sort of sand. Not allowed to sleep down here. So there's water up there. It's coming this way. You can walk across it. You get a bridge. Now, have you seen what they did? The tape of the river. See all the garbage that builds up here with a bit of a flood storm? We had that big rain here. It's on my weather. Oh, the thunderstorm. Remember, get in on my channel, you see when it was. Mr. Dog doesn't like thunder. That's all this. Real big, huge thunderstorm. This here would have washed out like anything. See? Trees up there, look at that. Look. Hey, you wouldn't imagine all that comes flying down here. Look how clear it is. So, Mr. Downey Live, we're going to take you down here to Jellybean Creek, because right down there, there's some really great, see that great big rock? Yes, everybody goes swimming down there. It goes down to big water holes. You know where you don't ever litter? In your home street? Because look, it washes down the road. Let's see where that says. What's that say? Gummy stick. So someone's garbage has gone into the drain in the footpath. I'll put that in the bin when I get back home. And they put that big slab there because look, they used to let cars park there once. And now I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to have a guess. I reckon they used to let people park there. And when the rangers went home and people went to sleep in their cars 20, 30 years ago. See, look at the old type concrete, right? That's what I look at. I look at the age of that. That's years old. This big steel beam. Look how well that's been washed out. See, this used to be a car park. And I reckon the backpackers then come down here when they started buying cars about 20 years ago. I reckon they would have been asleep down here and the flood water come through. And they probably got washed away. So look at that. You just see it all, look. Imagine standing here, lying here in bed, and look how deep that goes underwater. There's a good way sign up there. So that car would be 2 metres underwater. That's dead horizontal. So they would have got drowned. They wouldn't have had a fighting chance. Alright, let's go out and see if we can find Glenbrook, Yowie countryside. See, Campfire Creek track. That, I got a feeling that might be the one he was on. Red Hands Cave, 2 hours. Campfire Creek, grade medium. So, yeah, that might be where that one was. And don't go telling me somebody's sitting up there in the bushes when you watch it. Glenbrook, Yowie, filmed back in 2013. And the guy was here in this Royal National Park. If I remember correctly, actually I don't think he was even on the road. I think he was walking. And that's probably the trail he was on. Because he found a bed snapped over stick. I've got a feeling that's the way he went. I'd love to get an email from him. I might send him a comment and ask him. It was a Campfire Creek he went on. Here's landslide, eh? By the way, Google Earth does not come up here. That's where we were, way down there. There's the other car park where the other people were, way over there. Let's see if we see anybody up here. Campfire Creek car park. No, this is definitely not where he was. Some of those speed humps are put in to stop the rainwater running down the road too. But I think that one there's because there's a hard right-hand bend. People get carried away, see, because they come up here. Now this is one that runs along the top of the ridge out the back of Blackheath. Blackheath? No, it's not tar all the way. Done a video out here years ago with old Peter. So I'm remaking it, so just enjoy it. This is a better camera. And tell me if you spot anything. This would be the ideal day for something or somebody or something strange. Because there's no people around. You can't look that way, can you? Oh, somebody put a gum tree there in the road. The other side of that big gum tree, look at that. Imagine hitting that in the dark. Look, boom. No, Mr. Dog's not here today, Mr. Dog fans. It's a Royal National Park. Mr. Puppy Dog's not allowed to come in. But then again, they weren't there at the gate, but I wasn't to know it. Isn't it marvellous how they only come out to collect the money when it's hot? They'll probably sit there all day doing nothing. They say, bugger it, we'll go home. This reminds me of driving across the back roads of the Bruxner Highway between Tenterfield to Casino. This is what this is like. It was a little bit wider. Right, what do we got here? And we've got a big pile of rain coming. Right, we're going to take some time here. We're going to read the signs. Let's have a look. And then over here, so that's the end of the sealed roads. So you can see the dirt road up there. Well, that's going to do me actually. For that one, I'm not going to go up that one. I want to go up here and see the Hands Cave. That's what I want to see. And because it's raining, means I won't be getting annoyed by people. Isn't that exciting? Let's just take our time. Where's Dean Harrison when you need him? Dean Harrison, give me a yowie, quick. National Parks and Wildlife Service and emergency vehicles accepted. No vehicles, oh yeah? See, who said you're ever going to be alone? It's like saying there's one rabbit. There's no such thing as one rabbit. Now, if anybody sees anything, you'd let me know. Leave me a comment down the bottom. I've got to watch the road. You know the greatest place I like checking out? It's when you see the trees all buggered up. Or where there's a rubbish bin. That's always a good one. Any tree Tee.ps or rocks on the side of the road. But I think this is mainly all rangers come in here. That's rangers. Oh, it's nice and wet now. Oh, here comes a yellow monster. Look at this little beast. It's a yellow mini. Mate, if you get a yellow mini up here, you've got to be going good. Our little 1.4 Hyundai can get up here. Why can't they get up here with the Mini? And what would I do if somebody or something ran out in front of me? I'd go like that. Yeah, have a look down there on YouTube. Glenbrook, Glembrok, Yowie. And the guy explains it. He didn't realise he filmed it until when he put it up on his Yowie channel, people told him. Now, if it was a fake, he's gone to a hell of a lot of trouble to pay to get into a Royal National Park and come all the way down there, down to the creek, and a lug a costume all the way up in these dirt roads, and you don't get paid for it, and he's made no money out of it. So why would you waste your money? And how much would it cost for a costume? It's like the Patty over there in California, wherever she was, old Patty, back in 1967. One thing that always made me laugh about the old Patty Bigfoot film was, way back then, those guys were homophobic paranoia. And that big tall guy that made out he was Patty, and he was homophobic. So why would he go out and get a costume with breasts on it? If you got some guy that hates gay people, the last thing he's going to do is wear a costume with female breasts on it. Isn't he? You think about it. Back in them days, younger generation today, they do it without a blink. But back in them days, that was a shame of the town. You know, you'd be shamed out. But then they also have proven on Thinker Thunker, and now if you haven't seen Thinker Thunker, Thinker, Thunker, Thunker, he done a analysis of the Patty film footage, and you see a human walks at 32 or whatever it is degrees, no matter if we're in high heel shoes as a woman, or a bloke wearing clown boots, or a guy wearing high heel boots, or a guy wearing thongs, your body mechanics still stays exactly the same. And he proved that 8 years ago. So whenever I see somebody put up a YouTube and they say, oh, we caught a yowie in the bush, and they've got some idiot mate wearing a black costume, first thing I look at is the legs. Because no matter what you try to do, you try and change your walk for more than 10 paces, you can't do it because your body doesn't want to do it. Your muscles aren't used to it, and you'll go back to the old way of walking. It's a habit. It's your body mechanic. It's all the same, all around. Look, it's just, I put it there, you're going to get blurry eyes looking at a sideways vision. Look, I'm even driving with my left foot. My right knee's gone out, so I've got to drive with my left foot. Isn't that clever? And look. I'm a clever old fossil. I'm ambidextrous. You know, Mr. Simon, I can write with his left hand and his right hand. Yes. When I was crippled, I couldn't use my hands. I got my left hand back first, so I learned how to write with my left hand. And then when my right hand come back, I then had double-handed. No double-handed jokes, thank you, gentlemen. Keep it clean. And at one stage, I used to pick up things there with both my feet. I used to write with my toes with a biro. Actually with a texter, actually. Depending on the size of the marker pen. Oh, hominoid means you got big feet. So I'm talking about big feet. Now where's that crouton bear? She run out here somewhere? We might see Mr. and Mrs. Crouton out here today. They might be out here somewhere with the Crouton Bear kids, child stories. I'll just see, keep my eye out there for Blueberry Bear and Kiki and Little Missy. Yes, you're really out in the Australian bush. It's not a joke. You're really in the bush. If you break down out here without a phone, there's no emergency phones, there's no nothing. You've got to walk back or sit and wait for someone to show up. And if they lock the gate at 7 o'clock, you've got to wait for the morning until somebody else comes out here. Then if they've got a mobile phone, then you call road service. Which, like I always say, keep water in the car. Well, that's interesting. Did you see that? I bet you did. Oh, there's another bit of yowie sort of stuff. Let's have a look. Make sure there's nobody coming up there behind me. That's an interesting one. Look at that. Why would somebody snap that off? That's not a bulldozer snap. And then there's another one over here. Where do I just see it? Look, it's been placed in the fork. And right behind it is a snapped off burnt one. Where is it? I'll get it between the two black trees. There it is. And there's another one here. Freaky looking tree stuff all being pushed over. They don't run the bulldozers in there. Anybody seen the yowie tree up at Weenie Creek? If you're in Sydney watching this, and you're into Bigfoots and yowies and stuff like that, there's the horizontal tree, the BH. You've got to go down to Weenie Creek off the Blacksons Ridge or Comleroy Road. Follow Comleroy Road down to Weenie Creek. Now it's W-H-E-A-N-E-Y or W-E-A-N-E-Y or W-H-E-N-Y.